Look, Jola! Don't go too far. Look at her. Now that little castle there is Castello del Fiore, which we went to a little festival there a couple weeks ago. It was nice. More vendors up there than I thought there would be. Yep, buy lots of natural products and stuff like that. We got some duck eggs, cerealized duck eggs covered with mud, yet they were cerealized. Point of origin stuff. Okay, Nocchiola, get back here. We're gonna have to get you on the leash. Noki, come. Come on, Noki, come. It's optional. Nocchiola, come. Hey. Good girl. Come on. Come on. Come. Come on. Nocchiola, come. Meet you halfway, I guess. Hey, Noki. Not so far. Looks like we've done it again. Found one of those. Every time this happens, it's like, oh, we found another most beautiful place in Italy. Let's start here, Monte Gabbione. And then we can go right over there. It's Castello del Fiore. We just came through this little vineyard here down the road. And saw a couple cars parked up there, right, Noki? Well, a little bit further down the road than we parked. So we didn't realize that we might have a good indication there that this is the way in. So we'll see. That's an interesting little, not so little, villa there. Those mountains, by the way, right up, you can see the distance up there. Well, here it's getting pretty easy to see. Those mountains are in, and you can barely make out one right there, that one. Sort of even further in the distance. That might be Mount Amiada. And here it is. What is today? The 30th of June, 2024. And what time is it? I don't know. I think it's about 9:30, which is a pretty good time to be out because the sun's not too bad yet. Okay. It's a bend in the road, Noki. Don't go too far. But it's a nice path so far. Yeah, I'm going from the villa then to the left. Those mountains are in Tuscany. We're on the western frontier of Umbria. Right? Adventure dogs. Come on. Go on, you're supposed to lead the way. She's taking a break. Maybe we're getting too far out in the wild here for you. Oh, there she goes. Ah, Noki, no. Get out of there. That's Boo. She says, but I'm just doing my job. I have to determine if that's threatening Pooh or no. Right? Sure. Come on, Noki. We've got another house out here. Geez, they have a view. And we have a gate. So this might be, well, let's just go down here and see what happens on this road here. Noki! Noki! What are we going to do now? Huh? Coco, what do you think? I don't know, whatever you want to do. Yeah. Whatever you want to do, I'll follow you. Noki's the adventurous one. Well, we went down there and checked that out. We didn't film around the property, but you can see the gate there. It's one of these second homes. You know, people come up from Rome and spend a weekend here. No, what we're looking for is a way, and I looked for a way up there. There's an orchard we could possibly cut through, but I'm not sure. And it's kind of weedy for a little one here. But someplace, there's a path down through here. And that's too weedy too, for now. But down into this valley here is where that creek runs. And that creek goes down there, I don't know, a couple kilometers. It starts up here, not too far from Monte Gabbione there. Right, Coco? Yeah, we checked it out on the map. Yeah. And it runs, you can see on Google Maps, a couple of, come on, Noki, let's go. Oh, there you are. Okay. You can see on Google Maps a couple pixels. It's not sharp enough to really pick out the creek clearly, but you can see a couple places where it is not tree covered, and the pixels are just a little bit bluish. Noki, get out of there. And anyway, it's in there. Now this valley over here, too, it's got to have water in it. It's so deep. But we had our walk, so back to the car. Right, Noki? Back to the car. Go get her, Coco. Get Noki. Get Nochiola. Hey, Noki, come on back here, you. That's a good girl. Yeah, it's starting to get a little warm now, Coco, isn't it? Sure. Here in the summer, you've got to get out and back by, I'm going to say 10. Because the sun starts to get pretty hot. 10:30, 11 o'clock, you're done. Until evening. Right, Noki? Come on, sweetie, you're doing good. Yep. But anyway, we didn't find our objective again. That's fine. Okay, you guys are going to have to get back on leash here because we've got a couple dogs up here ahead. Come on, Nook. Okay, so we're back off leash and this fella comes out. Nochiola, come on. Nochiola, come. Good girl. Although I'm sure you could have taken him. Look at him prancing down here. Uh-oh. No, Nochiola, no. No, no, no. Nochiola, come. She wants to play. Yeah, don't mess with Noki. Come on here. Nochiola, come. He doesn't know what to think. Nochiola, come. Come on, let's go. Good girl. Come on, Nochiola. Noki, Noki, Noki. Okay, Noki. Good job. He's going home. When she gets down in that crouch, she's going to attack, but it was for play. But the other dog didn't know that. But the dogs here are friendly. Jeez. I don't think we came across one dog there barking at us. It was in a pen. And the owner came out and he said, no, this isn't the way. He said, you got to go to Castel dei Fiori and you go down from there. So the valley I was thinking, it's over on that side, is not the right one. It's over that hill. Must be between that mountain, that hill, and Castel dei Fiori's hill. Anyway, he said you have to go into Castel dei Fiori, and then the path down exits from there. So, I think I know the path he's talking about. We saw that at the market. Can't be that simple. Okay, we're getting back up here by the road, Noki. Come on. Noki, come. Come. Noki, come. Okay, so Castel del Fiore. It's 1 kilometer down this white road. And we've been down here before to a festival. What's that? I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago. 5, 6, I don't remember. Nice little festival. It was rainy, sadly, but didn't ruin anything. And for the size of this town, Castel del Fiore, it's a small one out here. For the size of this town, it had a surprising number of tourists. There were at least a good 100 cars parked there, maybe more. And they had a pretty nice little community center. And it's just small. You'll see in a minute. I'm going to take a quick walk through and try to find this place. He said it's down off to the left. And the ground does drop off on our left into a, I don't know, I won't call it a ravine, but maybe that is right, it's a ravine. So we're going down, maybe we'll get a view of it here when I come around one of these bends. Not much to see, just a bunch of trees. The hilltops are up above us, so that's a good sign. Well, we might have to, we're not gonna go down today. The sun came out, it's too hot, although it is kind of shady here. We'll take a look at the path. It might be shady enough that we can get down in here. Okay, so now we're crossing over a stream. So let me stop and take a look down in there. Maybe this is the stream. Let's get over here where I can see this. Looking for blue water. It's too brushy. Okay, come on, coconuts. Let's go. Yeah, these roads. Here's another little bridge. These roads are narrow. The white roads. This one's not in too bad a shape. But you have to be on guard for long, narrow patches and figure out who's going to have to back up further so you can get past, and watch for places like that one on the left there where somebody can pull over. This is just one of those stretches. 2 cars can't get by on this. But it's Sunday morning. Weekends are really light traffic here. Geez, it seems like all over. I can't speak to Florence and Rome. They're probably just nuts 24/7. No, that's not true. I'm thinking of times I've been to Florence and it's been pretty quiet. Gone up to the airport there. That sort of thing. Yep. There's no... I could conceivably move over right there. But it's only a kilometer, but it's a long kilometer. Scraping that gravel that's piled up in the middle. Okay, here we go. Back to the civilized road. Which means we're almost there. There's the Castel del Fiore sign. And when we came up here before, come up right around this little bend here. It's our first glimpse of it. He said you go off to the left. There's the left right there. He said you go into the town and then off to the left. but it was parked up all the way to here. The side of the road was parked up with cars. And they have a parking lot up here too, which was full. Well, it's not a parking lot per se. It's more of an olive grove that you can get into. Where do we park? We parked right under that little tree there. Remember that, Coco? Noki? Yeah, Noki was there. And let's see, up here on the right where that silver van's parked, is where they had a porchetta truck, which is good. Oh, the porchetta sandwiches. Yeah, on the left here is the parking lot, the olive grove that you can park in. Looks like we got a few tourists here today. So, it's folks coming up to church, who knows. Let's just pull in right here. And get out and go. Well, here we are coming into Castel di Fiore. Now, there's a road there down to the left. Oh, the community center's open. We could get a coffee. That's where we can ask about this. Okay. Fantastic. Fantastico. Well, Noki, did we find a good spot here at Castel di Fiore? This little community center is open here, and a double cappuccino, €1.30. I can't believe it. Sadly, though, all the cornettas just had Nutella, so yeah, I can't share with the puppy dogs, and that wouldn't be fair, would it, Noki? No, it wouldn't. Oh, we got a nice breeze. Somebody will know the way up down into the waterfalls. Okay, Nokiola, there's our cappuccino, and just up there to the left, we go down. She said it's only about 500 meters, and then she gave me some more complicated instructions. Oh, that's good. That's very good. Which I only half understood, so we'll make the best of it. We're gonna try to go for it because there's a breeze and some shade enough. So that's what we do. Oh, Noki wants to play. There's one of those nice Italian dogs. Looks almost like a wolf, but it's just not barking and it's friendly. Buongiorno. Okay, come on. No. Oh, è buono. È un buon cane. Sì, è un buon cane. Come on. Okay, let's go down here and see if we can find that waterfall. And if we do, that's pretty good. Yeah, Nokiola, this is paved, or I'd let you off the road. There's a car. Huh. So you can, well, of course there's a car. It's paved. You can drive down in here. But that's okay. We might wish we had driven down in here on the way back because we're going to be coming uphill. And I'm not sure how much of an elevation drop we've got there. I'm just looking ahead here to trudging up over here when if the breeze stops and the sun is up a little higher. So, but I've got my coffee. That was a pretty good coffee there. So I think we're okay to go. Post office box. Okay, so that's for going up getting groceries, I guess. Little carts. That'd be pretty handy to throw in the back of the car, wouldn't it, Coco? Now here's my dream vehicle. The national vehicle of Italy, I swear. They're fantastic. It's the Fiat Panda. This is the old style. Four-wheel drive, decent ground clearance, small enough you can park anywhere. a little limited on the power side, but if you're not in a big hurry, that can get you there. Lots of storage with a rack. I don't even know if they have air conditioning though. Surely. Okay, here we go on the white road. All right, let's shut off the phone and just walk. Let you guys off the leash a little bit here. Okay, come on there, Coco. Come on, Noki. Gotta look at these side paths and look what's feasible, because we're going back up here. Now this is gonna be a darn beautiful sight here in a couple of weeks. That's a field of sunflowers. And since we're going back uphill here, I got a funny feeling that that little path there might be the way down into the gully here. But hold on here. A little bit further here. So here, what do we got here? It's not much of a stream there. That gets off to the right there. And judging by this field up here, that slope, and we just came down this hill, my creek's got to be down in here. And I got a power pole. Okay, Coco, come. Nocciola, come! Nocciola, come! Hey! Okay, that was not a problem. But Noki got a little further away. I think she was going for the shady spot. Come on, Noki, this way. Oh, here we go. Now this has got possibilities, because we've actually got a Nocciola. Come on, not that way. Come on. There you go. Down this way we're gonna go. Now, Castel di Fiori. We've got a map. Okay, now this is a big map here. Monte Campione, Castel di Fiori, we're here. Yeah, all these things are within walking distance of each other. There's supposed to be some kind of a hike this morning. I didn't quite get enough details to get out on it. Where you go to 7 little towns with, places to stop and get breakfast or coffee or a glass of wine or whatever. So, but nothing here down to the waterfall. Racconti di vita. Coco, come. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So this is telling us about how the creek gets formed, the spring gets formed. La Via dell'Acqua. Okay. Yeah. Del Oro Blu. Okay. Access a questo bene precisio. That's good. The access. Not quite getting that. But that's S6 here, off of Castel di Fiori. Okay. So it's not very detailed, but I'm just going to take a guess, and we're going to go down this road here. See where it goes. My guess is that this goes maybe below the falls, because we're above it now. So this is a spring house here. I've seen the spring house, and I can hear water in there, which means it must be a pretty good flow, because my hearing's not that great. Okay. Now let's see here, doggies. Where are we going to go from here? So this is kind of municipal. Hey, stay out of there. Coco, come. A pathway. So there's water. What we need here is a better pathway. How does that water get? I think that spring is feeding these holding tanks. Let's get the dogs a little drink here. Okay, so got the dogs a drink. Not sure what this fella's looking down in here for. It's a new head on there. So that's a little bit older statue. Must have been vandalized or something. Anyway, so yeah, there's no path out of here down into the ravine. We've got to get down that way, and we're not going through this field. So let's get up that other road there and check that one out. And yeah, the only other possibility is that there's a road up by that tree line there someplace. But it looks a little too far. Okay, we'll see. Come on there, doggies. Let's go. That's not much of a path there. And it's a little weedy for the pups. But it does seem to clear out a little bit there. I don't know. That's not for today. That's not for the day with shorts and little short socks that don't even cover up your ankles. So, guys, we're just going to head on up here and look at this other road we saw up here. It's up here on the left now. Let's see if it's got any prospects. Yeah, some of these things that look like trails are just the Chingali running through here. At how these weeds are all mashed down and stuff. So, don't want to take that, because those trails can turn to ugly mess really fast. Overgrown with briars and stuff. Come on, Noki, let's go. Seguire. That means follow. Something like that. Yeah, there's our sunflower field. And let's see here. Oh, there's a nice apple tree. Little sour green apples. Nothing a little salt won't fix. We used to eat them that way as kids. When they were green, they were great. They were super sour. Okay, this is that other, quote, road, unquote, or pathway. Let's see how far we can get on this before it... Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is just where somebody's dumping brush. There's a bit of a ravine there, though. A little depth to it. I'm listening. If there's a waterfalls down there, it's beyond my detection limit. Okay, come on, guys. Let's go see if we can find Fausto. He knows how to do this. Get a machete. Some long pants and boots. Leave Noki behind, I think. Up the hill we go. Sulla Collina. Looking forward to that? It's a good thing you got a drink. We'll make it. Whoop, whoop. That was nice of him to go slow, not kick up so much dust that way. But yeah, they come ripping along these roads when they're local. It's like this everywhere. Doesn't matter how bad the road is. The locals know it so well that they go to the maximum limit. They know what they can get away with. And yeah, it seems crazy sometimes. But, you know, it's human nature, huh? Right? Yeah, you guys are doing good. And there's our paved road. Not much of a hill, really. Just enough to, you know, feel you walk and feel like you still got legs under you. Right? Sure. Up the hill. You're getting fat too, Coco. A little bit. Alright, that's enough. Let's just put this phone away. It's a pain. Okay. We made it up over the hill. Now, back, what do you think, Coco and Noki? Should we go to San Giovanni? It's another little small town. It looks a little bit Actually, no, it looks smaller even than Santa Fiora. I should have walked through Santa Fiora. We'll go up there some other time. We didn't get down to the falls. So we're gonna check with our consigliere, some of the local people here that have been very helpful to us, and see where the exact path is. At least we've got the right road now. So let's just stop this. Okay, so we're leaving Castel di Fiori, and our paved road runs out here in about 2 seconds. And right there it is. So we're on to the white road, Strada Bianca. Very narrow. So it's tricky. You don't want to take forever, otherwise you might meet another car coming your way. But you sure don't want to go too fast, because this is a big drop off on the side of those guardrails. Spot there on the right, just in case we need that. The road gets just a little wee bit wider here. Yeah, there is some definitely rugged country here, and by that I mean these really deep ravines and steep banks, and places where the Chingali can get up and down, but you know, even your above average hiker, they're just not going to do it. It's not exactly mountain climbing, but coming up over a steep bank with brush and tree roots and gosh knows what kind of other stuff to deal with, it's just a pain. Just go slow here so we don't, you know, do like the guy in the truck did for us. We'll go nice and slow here so this guy, we don't mess up his nice clean air. Yeah, it was nice. There, I think we're okay. We can speed up a little bit. Looking back, we have no, yeah, we haven't raised a big cloud of dust for him. We can pick up a tiny little bit of speed here. Get out of first gear. So there's our sign, Monte Giovi. We're gonna go to Monte Giovi. If we go to Monte Giovi, it means we're gonna have to go back through, I don't know, I'm gonna check the map. It's kind of early yet to be going up for to meet the guys on the hill, but I don't know, it's not that early. Yeah, Monte Gabbione, Fabro Scalo, been there, San Venezzano, 22 kilometers. We're not going to that. Oh, Pornello, always wanted to visit Pornello. Yeah. Monte Giovi's only 3. I'm going to have to stop and check the map here.
Okay, so after consulting Google Maps, I know this is going to take me on some white roads, which I'd like to avoid, but anyhow, I've never been through Montegiove. It's right in our neck of the woods. And to go back the way we came, guaranteed paved roads, that would be 29 minutes to home. If we go this way, it's 31 minutes. But we go through at least, let's see, Grepolicetto, which is an interesting little castle-y town. And I don't know if I've got enough battery to film this, but I'm going to. And then we'll just see. Monte Giovanni is, it's a cool little castle on the hill. I don't think I've actually maybe seen it from a distance. I don't remember actually seeing it from a distance and knowing for sure what it was. So let's just enjoy our winding drive through the country here. And put on the air conditioner for the dogs. Actually, let's put on the air conditioner and have the window down. Now, you probably won't be able to hear me yakking. No great loss. The reason I figured I'd record this, and I'm thinking about not speeding it up, just letting it play. So if you are hearing this, the rest of this video is just going to be winding our way home, up and down some of the hills in our backyard. And if you look at this on a map, this area is all pretty green. Yes, it's true, there's agriculture where they can have it. On the right here is a little olive grove. On the left is a field, some kind of straw in it or something. I don't know what's growing there, some kind of hay or wheat. But you can tell I'm not a farmer. So, but there's a lot of forest here, and they have like an Italian oak, their version of an oak tree. And let's just go down in a second and take our good old time. We're going 30 kilometers an hour up here, which is, I think it's 0.6 miles to the kilometer, so that's roughly half. So 30 kilometers to the hour is going to be about less than 20. It's going to be more than 15, less than 20. Actually, if I wasn't driving, I could figure that out more exactly. 6.2, 20 miles an hour would be 12.4. Half of 12.4 is 6.2. 6.2 plus 12.4 is 18.6. Yeah, so 30 kilometers an hour is 18.6 miles an hour. Oh, I'd like to do some arithmetic once in a while, just I don't know why. I don't miss it. Here we go. Here's a hilltop. We might get ourselves a nice view here. Oh, wait a minute. I know this spot. Where the hell are we? This looks very familiar. No, it can't be there. It's just a crossroads where 1, 2, 3, 4 gravel roads cross at a hilltop and come together with this paved road. So probably what's going on there is one of each of those 4 roads goes down. Let's let this guy pass here. Lets this those 4 roads probably go down each side of the hill. Oh, there we go. There's Monte Giovanni. It's not Grepolicetto, although they look pretty similar. They're very small little hilltop castles. That one, yeah, that's Monte Giovanni. Now we're gonna have to wind our way back down here across the valley and up the hill to it. And that's the way these places go. The roads are old roads that connect the hilltop castles. And there's not a lot of the modern roads. You can don't really get into the heart of Italy, what I would call the heart of Italy. Okay, so Monte Giove is to the right, Greppolo is to the left. Let's let this guy go. Go ahead. So let's go up to Monte Giovanni and see, and then we're going to come back down here and take that road to Greppolo. Oh shit, it's a doggone it, it's a white road. I wonder how many kilometers that is. Let's see. We don't get back into this neck of the woods too often. There's a place here called La Scarazzola. It's unbelievable. Portello San Venanzo. I don't know if we should go to that or not. Now here, Norcidarina. Produzione propria. Oh, okay. Now there we go up in here. So what do we got here? We've got the bottega, a wine bar, salami and cheese. Huh. Not too bad it's Sunday morning. Okay, so let's go up in here and see. People are parking down here, so I don't know what that means. Here. So I think this is going to be one of those towns where you can go in one way and you have to come out the other way. I don't know. There might be just so little traffic. Now that blue piece says parking here, and we're at the top, so I think it's a good place to find a parking spot. Here. And get the dogs out for a walk. Like we need another walk, huh dogs? Oh yeah, this is great. I'm glad we came this way, doggies. Okay, so that's going to interrupt our drive home. And that's a good enough parking spot. Okay, dogs, here we go. Doggone, this looks familiar. Anyway, an ungodly view. But, yeah, quite the drive to get into it and out of it. And no services here, no kind of, well, like a little grocery store, something like that. Well, it looks like a car up in there. So they got up in somehow. But I think that's private property. A lot of these have been converted into Airbnbs and things like that. Well, we'll see. Well, sadly, that's private property. You can't access it. Yeah, kind of a shame. It's okay. You can get to the view here. We can go down this way if we want to. Well, that's the street of the church, which is right here. Okay. Yeah, there's the one that's for sale. Okay. They want to play. Yeah, I think some of these houses, I've heard some of these places, these really far off and away places are, and you could tell because a lot of them are closed up. People have a second house, come up from Rome, spend the weekend. They don't care if it's isolated. Whoop, whoop, Coco. So, and also some places, probably not this inaccessible. People will come to, they have a second home where they live in half of the year. But yeah, this, I don't know if this is worth revisiting or not. Now here we've got a pathway. I don't see any private property signs this way. Come on, let's go. Oh yeah, trespass, private property. Shit. Okay, so you can go this far, and it's closed. Yeah, so you can go far enough to buy their wine, which they may or may not make. And I don't know, it's good, but it's expensive at these places, of course. Come on, Noki. Come on, Noki. Noki, come on. Come on, sweetie. Let's go. Oh, I'll pick you up. Hold on. Okay, so I had second thoughts about going down that Strada Bianca, but I'm gonna do it because now it's the most direct way, and it's gonna take us past Grepa which it's another one of these towns. It's definitely smaller than Montangioli because there's no commerce there. Grepa is just totally there. Can you see the sign? We're gonna save Pornella for another day. La Scarazzuola is cool. That's pretty cool. You can look that up on Google Maps, and there's a lot of pictures of it. It's an old monastery that was bought and converted into, I don't know what to even call it, an outdoor. It's just a garden with sculptures and things. It's really cool. Anyway, that's you got to call ahead for that one because it's not. They don't get very many visitors a day. So here's where we turn to Gripolda Chateau, and right there's a little. I don't even know what to call these little grottos. I'm just going to call it a little grotto for now. There's a Madonna of some sort in there. We're just going to take our good sweet time here, doggies. Again, I'm having second thoughts about getting a GoPro camera, whether or not I'll stick with it long enough to make some interesting videos or not. It does give you something to do when you're out walking around instead of just walking. And the narration might be boring, I'm sure it is, but it's good for keeping letting the Chingali know you're in their area, keeping them away from you. And we're not worried about that now. We're just trying to point out some of these interesting roads here that, this is a road, I forget the name of it, but it connects these small hilltop towns. Windy and steep and with ruts and rocks and everything and ditches and I cannot imagine what one of these would look like in a hard rain. We had a terrible hard rain on Monday 4 or 5 days ago. What is today? Today's the 30th of June 2024 and that was a gully washer. Right? Because it just was hard. But anyway, looks like no perceptible damage to this road. Maybe it missed here. Now let's see here. Is that one inhabited? I don't know. Had glass in the windows on the second floor, but it sure doesn't look inhabited. Doesn't look very habitable either. Here's somebody's tractor parked up to the left here, and oh, Grepo Canella. Take it back about no damage to the road, but to this point. Now here we've got a pretty good ditch dug down into the road there. Fortunately it's over there on the right. Wish us luck staying away from it. I just have to go slow enough here that one doesn't surprise us. I do not want to have to turn around on this and go back up the hill. It's one of these loose gravel roads where you slip and spin your way up the hill and kick up a bunch of dust and rocks, and it's just not any fun. Has come down here, parked on the right, on the left there. What are they doing? Visiting somebody. There's garbage cans here. That means that the truck comes by, and it also means somebody lives here. Oh, are we scraping? Yeah, a little bit there. The hump in the middle is high enough for scraping. Just a little bit. Every once in a while I take the car in, ask the mechanic to take a good look up there to make sure we haven't rubbed anything loose or aren't creating troubles. We had it in, last 2 weeks ago. We had a new timing chain put in, and 2 chains actually, and a new water pump that needed then, because the next week we had a cooling problem. The thermostat had stuck, and in trying to fix that, you see, here's what I mean about going up. In trying to fix that, well, I think he might have screwed something up when he had the whole front end of the engine apart to put on the timing chains, and maybe boogered up the thermostat. I mean, it's just peculiar timing that would fail just a couple days after I got it back with a new timing chain. But in the meantime, we've replaced a bunch of other stuff. Cabin air filter, and the air intake had a hole rubbed in it. So we got new air filter and a new air intake manifold, plastic bit, a couple of hoses. Just periodic maintenance, make sure things keep running well. It was tricky here coming to Italy, because until you've got your residence permit, you can't buy a car. You're not allowed to own a car unless you're a resident. So there's a workaround for that. I'm not going to go into details. It's not illegal. I guess I could go into details. I'm going to stop here. I think I bounced my tailgate open a little bit there. Make sure I got that shut flat. Stay there. monastery. So that's it. Right up ahead of us is town, Pietrafita. Okay. So we made it this far. We might as well finish it off and go up the hill to Pietrafita. And someday I'm gonna film the bar just so you know what I'm talking about there. Maybe today will be that day. But it's one of those things, you know how big a town is by whether or not it's got a bar and or a pharmacy and or if it's got a post office, it's doing pretty good. And a lot of them do. You don't have to drive too far to get to a town that has those things. But there's a whole bunch of little towns sprinkled in between, like we just saw there. That have sit on a hill, very isolated, very quiet. We're coming up. Oh, we passed on the right. I forgot to point out we've also got a pasticceria here. That's a bakery, and they make some unbelievably beautiful and tasty little delicacies in there. Everything from big cakes down to little tiny handheld miniature cornettos stuffed full of this yummy stuff. Okay, so here we're coming up. That's a buddy of mine's house there with the Italian flag. And you can't quite see it, but there's our pharmacy. Yep, our pharmacy and our elementary. Oh, and there's Francesco, and there's our bar. And let's see, where are we going to park here? Okay, everybody's here. Good. Got here just in time. So we got a little parking area here. There's our one-way bottleneck through our town. Oh, this was all parked up, even up on this spot here last night because of the soccer game. Dang it, last night Italy lost to Switzerland. So that's gonna knock us out of the running here for the Euro Cup. Let's see, we'll park back in here in the shade a little bit here. If we can get into the shade, still get the door open. Oh, nice. Okay, just enough room. Okay, let's stop the video for a while. Okay, might as well wrap this tour up in town here. That's our parking spot we just parked in. Come on here, dogs. Give you a little tour of what makes Pietrafita so great. It's not a castled town, a walled town, but it's a really friendly little place. And right there we've got Carne e Fantasia, which means meat and fantasy. and it's a good little butcher shop. She makes the Norcia sausage there. It's so dang good. This place, our Circolo, is sort of a, I don't want to call it a private club because a third of the people in town here belong to it, including yours truly. It's this whole building. You can eat in there. We have a separate community building here too. And there's a bank machine in the bottom of that building there. And here's our Circolo. There's my buddies. Okay. So let's just walk into the bar. Hey, Antonella, Flora, come sta? Okay, I'm going to go over and say hi to Flora. Buongiorno. Hey! Okay,